Star of Monday Night Raw, Drew McIntyre. Why in the world did Kurt get to throw out the first pitch? Why didn't you?
Well, the truth is I was supposed to throw out the first pitch. My name was on the paper. I was excited to do it, but Kurt technically has been a Mets fan his entire life. His dream since he was a kid was literally to throw out the first pitch. And as much as I was tempted to mess with him and tell him it was going to be me up until the last second, I let him live out his childhood dream. That's the kind of guy I am. I'm such a nice guy. That's why I'm not just a badass in the ring. I'm the WWE Champion. I'm a nice guy. It's nice to be nice.
Yes, you are the WWE champion. And I want to ask you, I always want to know, you have the belt. When you go grocery shopping, I got a couple questions. Do you wear it grocery shopping or go in the store? And where do you keep that bad boy?
I keep it in the office here, but honestly, if I could wear it everywhere, I would. The only reason I don't is because of my wife. Like, whenever I wear it around the house and try to tell her, I was like, hey, babe, it's my entire life's work. I'm the champion. I need to wear a belt to hold up my pants anyway. So when I just wear it to the store, she's not for it. But I'm very proud of it, and if it wasn't for her, I would wear it everywhere. I'd be wearing this thing nonstop 24 hours a day. I'd sleep in it, actually. It's not allowed in the bed anymore. I brought it in the bed our first night. She got a little jealous and kicked it out.
Forget about what she's thinking right now. Bring up that bad boy again. Hold that up like you just won it for the first time ever. We want a better look at that thing. Let's go.
Let's get a little custom thing on the side here. That's pretty cool. A custom side plate.
Yes.
Mine is way cooler than the former champion
so...
Brock Lesnar's. His sucked. Mine is awesome.
Yes, it is. So, Drew, you know what? You actually started out in your homeland playing soccer, or as you like to call it back in the homeland, football. So what made you kick that sport and start drop? Yes. We're familiar with it. So what made you stop playing and dream of becoming a wrestler?
I always wanted to become a wrestler. I always wanted to be in WWE. It's just that nobody from Scotland had ever done it before, and it seems so unrealistic to everybody in Scotland, my family and friends and teachers, etc., except me. So I played football. I love football. It's a ball you kick it with your feet, American handball. I'm joking. Don't get offended. But my whole life, I just was trying to figure out a way that I could make it to America, that I could make it to WWE. And when I got to about 16 years old, I played my final football game. I was yellow carded for a challenge that I should have been sent off for, but I got a yellow card, and then I got a red card because somebody ran into my shoulder and knocked themselves out. That wasn't my fault. I was upset that I got sent off, and I actually took off my shirt, threw it at the referee, tried to fight the referee, and then got banned from the league and had to appear in the version of court there, a disciplinary meeting, to see if I was going to continue playing in the league. And it was that day I decided at 16, I'm really going to pursue this wrestling thing. I think it's probably better for me. A bit too aggressive for football, for soccer. So I pursued it. I worked as hard as I could. I stuck in at school. I got my degree at university in criminology. My last year at university, I was the first ever Scotsman signed to WWE.
That's awesome. So were you like us here in the States as kids? We always used to do pretend to jump off of beds and drop atomic elbows and all sorts of stuff. Were you always doing that as a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. My brother and I, all the time. We'd fight in the bedroom until he cried. We'd fight down the park. We'd play football and soccer with all our friends, and then we'd break into a fight until he cried. I hope he doesn't see this. No, he's tough now, real tough guy now. It's because of all the beatings. He learned through the beatings to be a tough guy. But yeah, my brother and I were always fighting. He was my original training partner. And he's, the reason where I am today is those original training sessions with my brother. Thanks, John.
Yeah. Speaking of training partners, my partner on this show here, Kevin Millar, he likes to take his shirt off a lot on our show. But when we put a side-by-side with you, there really is no comparison. Can you give him a new workout regimen to help develop his pecs a bit?
Oh, wow. You don't need any work at all. I think you're ready. I think you're ready for WWE Championship shot. I think we can arrange that. So look at you. That's a man right there. That's a barrel chest right there. You're ready.
See, Drew, I don't know if you've been around a lot of ball players, but we have those dad's bodies. Have you ever been around some ball players before?
Yeah, I actually have. When I was younger, I first moved to Tampa. A lot of the Yankees players, I think, do preseason training here. When I used to go out and party in my early 20s, I'd be hanging out with some of those guys, and they're crazy. I also met Wade Boggs when I was younger. He was good friends with a wrestler called Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. his son, Joe Hennig, was training in Tampa with me, and we got to hang out a bit, wait a bit. Some great stories. Not afraid to throw a few back as well. Great guy, some great times. And I also spent some times with, again, some Yankee players I was on John Daly, the golfer's bus, one time his tour bus, and we had a few Yankees players in there. Just great guys. I was aware they played baseball, but it wasn't until they left the bus, John informed me. It was like, they're really high-level players. The one guy beside you, he throws the ball really good, pitches really good. He makes about $30 million a year. And just looked like your average Joe at the bar, and I was like, man, good for him. He's a cool guy. He doesn't necessarily look like an athlete, but he's clearly a high-level athlete who's making that much.
That's right. We have those dad bodies. But your nickname is the Cat Father. Who gave you that nickname, and which cat's going to take over the family?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, I like the Cat Father nickname over my other nicknames of the Scottish Psychopath, but also the Sexy Scotsman I like, but I do have 3 cats. And yes, I'm known as the Cat Father. That one there is called Chaz. He weighs about 20 pounds. He runs this house. My wife lets it happen. And what he says goes. Look at that fish right there. He's a badass. He just beats me up sometimes. He'll come up to me, look me in the face, and smack me in the head.
Did you say that cat weighs 20 pounds? Isn't that kind of heavy for a cat?
Yeah.
Very heavy for a cat. Wow, what convenient timing. Get over here, buddy. Oh, it's my 20.
Yes.
This guy could be fighting for the title.
Love it.
He's a champion of the house.
Holy. All right, nice. Well, one of our big cats here at the network is a guy named Sean Casey. He was a very good baseball player. I want to let you know. But he is a huge wrestling fan. So he has an idea for you Sunday night when you step into the ring and put your belt on the line. I want you to give a listen and then react to this.
Drew McIntyre, what's up, man? Sean Casey here, out on the lovely water. Hey, first off, you'd be great out here on the water. Congratulations, because you're Jack Diesel, and you're the exact opposite of the host, Kevin Millar, who's the exact opposite body that you got. So first off, that's a big thing. I know you're going against Dolph Ziggler, Extreme Rules, Sunday night. I can't wait to watch it, man. Tell you what, I know it's a stipulation match that Dolph Ziggler's picking. I got a couple stipulations for you. How about stipulation 1, bagpipe death match? That'd kind of be a good one. We're about the hair versus hair. You both have great locks and some nice flow. Hair versus hair match. Good luck Sunday, brother. Bring home the belt.
That's some great ideas. Wow. He knows his stuff. He knows the product. That's pretty cool. A bagpipe death match or hair versus hair? How about, Dolph's picking the stipulation. Maybe we have a bagpipe death match and also the loser loses their hair. Again, it's up to Dolph, but I know how much he values his hair, and the stipulation is going to be the moneymaker for this match. I'm excited about it. There's a couple other matches I'm really excited about. I don't know if you've all seen the card so far. It's exciting that we've got our match for the World Championship. That's great. He's picking the stipulation. I'm going to beat him up anyway and win. Don't worry about that. We've also got Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman, a couple of monsters. They're going to have a fun match. But we have a match on this show. I don't have to sell it really hard. This is all I have to say. It's Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. And the winner is the man that pulls out one of the other man's eyes. It's an eye for an eye match. And they literally said the loser will have an eye removed. So if you were tempted to watch WWE for the first time, I strongly suggest watching this Sunday Extreme Rules, because a man's going to lose an eye. It's going to be great.
All right, that sounds great. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not fighting that one. But we got some rapid fire questions I want to get to you, Drew. Are you ready?
Oh, I think so.
All right, here we go. Which baseball player would you like to see in the ring?
Josh Reddick. He knows the product so well. Such a big fan.
Oh, nice. Yes. Great answer. All right, you wear tighties for your matches, but outside the ring, is it boxers or briefs?
Nothing. Scottish.
Oh, yes! More frustrating thing about being British in the U.S., fans impersonating your accent or asking you about tea time when you were younger?
Tea time's more of an English thing, but I guess the most frustrating thing is everybody's Scottish and everybody's Irish in America, apparently. Like, wherever I go, I'm Scottish, and there'd be no Americans. If the amount of people that told me they were Scottish were actually Scottish, there'd be no actual Americans. But it's pretty cool. They're proud of their heritage.
Last one. Before today, have you ever heard of our show, Intentional Talk?
Oh, of course. I heard about it 2 days ago. when I was told about their feelings. I want to joke. I'm enjoying the banter. I didn't start checking it out. Like, seriously, I've went to a few baseball games. I've been to a couple of Rays games. I was in the Yankees game in the front row. I was obviously at the Mets game, and I really enjoyed myself. Our schedule is so go, go, go. 52 weeks a year, 4 days a week, 2-week tours. I've never had any time at home. I'm looking for the positives and the negatives during this pandemic, and I actually have time right now. And I hear the baseball season starting up next week, so I'm actually going to be watching and paying attention for the first time. So I'm pretty excited about that while I have the downtime. I always enjoyed it live.
Very good. Hey,
and I met Mr. and Mrs.
Drew,
Met as well. That was pretty exciting.
Oh, Mrs. Met. Yes.
Oh, they were so,
good one.
They were so nice to me.
Excellent call on that.
We gave marriage advice to each other.
Don't forget to. I'm sure. Don't forget WWE Extreme Rules Sunday. That's this Sunday, July 19th, streaming live on the WWE Network. You're facing off against Dolph Ziggler for the WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre, thanks for hanging out. Hang on to that belt this weekend. Yeah.
Well, guys, and thank you
Good
for having
you,
me.
bud.
Seriously, this was fun. I want to come back in the future, and I'm going to amaze you with my baseball knowledge in the future.